Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
It's very difficult for me to summarize his brief CV also. He has so many accomplishments and accolades to his credit. So let me briefly introduce him. He has been a principal for 20 years, 37 years of teaching experience as professor at both postgraduate and undergraduate level at the Department of Indian Culture, Gujarat University and Saurashtra University also. His academic designations, briefly, he has been nominated as a research scholar Indo-Spanish Cultural Exchange Program, New Delhi, to University of Granada, Spain. He was nominated as UGC governing body member of Tamil Nadu University, Coimbatore for Engineering College. Again nominated for UGC governing body member of Rani Durgavati University. Then he was nominated as UGC observer for staff selection at Jamia Millia University, at Mohanlal Sukhadia University, at Saurashtra University, Kashi University, MS University, Baroda, Pondicherry Central University. He was also a nodal officer of 11th plan for Gujarat University, Saurashtra University, North Gujarat University, Bhavnagar University, Sardar Patel University, name a few. He was again nominated as expert committee member of Magadh University, Bodh Gaya University for 11th Plan General Development Grant. He was nominated member of Saurashtra University Academic Staff College. His Government of India nomination include, he was a member Government of India, Committee of National Mission on Monuments and Antiquities, Archaeological Survey of India, New Delhi. He is a visiting faculty at National Institute of Education and Planning and Administration, New Delhi. He is also visiting faculty for orientation and refresher programs at Academic Staff College, Gujarat University. He is a visiting faculty at prestigious CEPT University of Ahmedabad. His local university nominations include many. To name a few, he has been a syndicate member of Gujarat University. He was an academic council member, a senate member. He was a chairman, fine arts faculty. He was chairman, board of studies, Indian culture. He was secretary, General Association of Indian College Principals. He was director, IAS Training Center, member, board of studies, executive member and treasurer, Gujarat University Principal Association in 2005. And the other activities which shows his versatility, he has been awarded All India Best Cadet, NCC. He's a mountaineer and ice and snow rock climber, A-grade panel artist of All India Radio, A-grade performing artist of Doordarshan Ahmedabad. He was awarded the Best Documentary Filmmaker Award by Information Department of Gujarat. He is a regular news reader and anchor at GSTV, Doordarshan and ETV. And last but not the least, he is a drama artist and a director. Sir, with all my humility, I welcome you, and I don't know how much more I can speak about you, but yes, nonetheless, we'll be very, very glad to have you, and I think it will be the most enlightening sessions. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Anjali. So nice of you. Very long introduction, which was not needed, but
it was a short introduction according to me.
Anyway, thank you very much. I'm really highly obliged that Gujarat University Staff Academic College is organizing such kind of brainstorming program for the teaching faculties. And really, I'm glad that good number of 81 participants are there in these sessions. So my dear friends, very important thing, always, every day, we must ask ourselves, why we are in the world of academics, why I am sitting here, why I am working in this college, why I am working with this department, what is my role, and what I should do best of me. That is very important. So, I mean to say, my dear friends, it's a matter of self introspection. Every morning, we must do self introspection. So, our train will be on right track because number of time we detract always, and even we are not knowing, unconsciously we are detract from our own track. That is very important because there are number of things around us is taking or diverting our concentration from our main focus area, because हर किसी को बहुत जल्दी अमर बन जाने की, पैसे वाले बन जाने की, अमीर बन जाने की एक लगन होती है. Nothing is wrong in it. If you become millionaire, that's the best thing in the world. But remember it, whether you are on the right track or not. It is badly needed to check ourselves. A politician has to check himself. A peon has to check himself. A principal has to check himself. A professor has to check. A vice chancellor has to check why I am sitting on this chair. What is my role? What is my duty? Why I am getting salary for my job. And so far as my salary is concerned, how much work I should do? What is the expectations of this chair? It is very important because in the academic curricula, in the academic world, on the canvas of the academic world, number of people are diverted. And because they are diverted, education is suffering like anything. Students are suffering like anything. Institutions are suffering like anything. So, we must introspect ourselves. So, at least we will come to know about ourselves by self-assessment. Honest people are very few in the world. You are one of them. You yourself is one of them because you are drawing your paintings on the canvas of higher education. You have your own brushes. You have your own colors. You have your own ideas. The prescribed syllabus is given by the university. Now you have to run the show excellently. If you are not excellent, so far as your performance is concerned, I think everybody needs to introspect every morning. Then and then you will come to know that where I stand, what is my duty, what I should do, and why I should introspect myself. Introspection is always badly needed. If you are a father, if you are a child, if you are a daughter, if you are a wife, if you are a husband, if you are an officer, if you are a professor, whatever the position you are having, your introspection is badly needed. आपको मालूम है ना कि ये जो रशियन प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर पुतिन है ना, he is detracted. Half of the world leaders are detracted. and they have become destroyer because they are detract. That's why everybody is suffering like anything. आज महंगाई कहां पहुंच गई है? हर राष्ट्र में महंगाई है, तो हर कोई कहता है रशिया और यूक्रेन की वॉर की वजह से ये हो रहा है। ये बहाना भी हो सकता है, मगर एक वजह तो मिल रही ना आर्ग्यूमेंट के लिए, बिकॉज पुतिन इज डिट्रैक्ट। सो दैट्स व्हाई ह्यूमन बीइंग्स आर किल्ड, पीपल आर away from their own homes. So it is too much. So what I mean to say that we should detract, not to be detract from our own passion, our own profession, and our own duties. It is very important. Yes, somebody is raising hand. Yes, Ravindra, बोलिए, क्या कहना चाहते हैं आप? Yes, Ravindra. Ravindra, you have raised the hand. Yes, Ravindra. Somebody is raising hand to talk to me. Yes, tell me.
I think, sir, it would be by mistake.
Okay, fine. Okay, no problem. So far as the higher education is concerned, do we check ourselves that what is my role, what is my curricula, what I am going to teach today to my students, and for that, what material I am having, what books I am having, what are the references I am having, what are the research papers I have referred, and last but not the least, how I am going to present my topic. Because as per the UGC norms, minimum 7 hours must be library work every week. 7 to 8 hours, all the teachers has to sit in the library or they have to work for their next coming topics. So what I mean to say, my dear friends, that we should be conscious enough. And how many hours I am working every day, that is also very important. How many hours I am working? Because if I don't work, then who will be the sufferer? My talent will be sufferer. My presentation will suffer a lot. So my students will also suffer. They will lose first class because I'm not teaching well in the classroom. I'm not giving them proper references, books, material, and I'm not delivering such wonderful presentation before my students. So मुझे लगता है, my dear friends, कि ये सारी बातों को हमें मद्देनजर रखते हुए ये सोचना पड़ेगा कि हमारी प्राइम ड्यूटी क्या है. Syndicate is not my prime duty. Senate is not my prime duty. My association of teachers association is not important. My pious duty is my students. I should focus on my study program with my students, and I can give best of me to my students. If I don't do that things, that means I'm cheating myself. I'm cheating my students. I am teaching my authority and I am not faithful to my profession. आज आप एक बात बताइए, आप पॉलिटिशियन के पास से कोई एक्सपेक्टेशंस रख सकते हैं? नो, यू कैन नॉट. एक बाजार के बीच बैठा हुआ व्यापारी जो है, उसके पास से ऑनेस्टी की एक्सपेक्टेशंस रख सकते हो? नहीं रखोगे. तो एक मजदूर जो है, दिन रात मजदूरी करता है, उसके पास से भी आप ऑनेस्टी की एक्सपेक्टेशंस नहीं रख पाओगे. Who are the torch bearers of the society? Only we, the teaching community, are the torch bearers of our society. Remember it. Only teaching community is the torch bearer of the society. Tomorrow's democracy is on my shoulders. Tomorrow's ethics and principles are my responsibility. Because the young generation, every day coming to me, coming to my classroom, whether they are researchers, whether they are postgraduate students or they are undergraduate students, they are expecting a lot from our community, from teaching community. So, we should be well prepared, well versed, and we should be honest enough to present ourselves in the classroom. It is very important. So, my dear friends, what I suggest you that if you are not doing hard work for your profession, then your profession will suffer a lot. And if your profession is suffer, that means tomorrow's young generation will be spoiled because you have not trained them properly. Only we are the answerable. Color. So, what we should do, looking to the curricula, looking to the syllabus, which has been designed by the Board of Studies or the university or group of intellectual people. So, important thing is my teaching methodology is up to mark or not. Whether I have checked the references of last week, whichever, whatever, and whenever it has been published, I should refer it. So my library work is badly needed. I have seen as a NAC, during the NAC inspection, that number of teachers have not visited library since months together, sometimes years together. Who is the sufferer? We ourselves are the sufferer. Because library is the place of brainstorming. Library is the knowledge bank, and we don't want to update our knowledge. We are not computer savvy even. So many of us are not computer savvy. We don't check the Google. We don't see the new research in our subject, in our field. And that's why we are giving very old information to the students. Remember, I am using the word information. Information is just first step of knowledge. Through that information, we have to take our students up to knowledge. Information is basic and primary things. Information is not a big thing. Information, anybody can get it from number of places. Even a small gadget like your mobile phone. If you can download anything, all the informations are available. But how you interpret those informations, how you develop those informations, and how you are going to take this information in your classroom, and how you discuss with the students with this information. Your classroom is not the dumping place, remember it. Your classroom is never a dumping place. Only through information is not sufficient. Through this information, you have to create the knowledge. Through this information, books have given you information. Google has given you information. Your number of magazines have given you new references, new information. But how you convert it in knowledge? That is very important. If you cannot convert it into knowledge, then there is no difference between teacher and the taught. स्टूडेंट के पास भी ये इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, वो पढ़ लेंगे, जान लेंगे, समझ लेंगे, खत्म हो गई बात. यू आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड दैट. आपकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है वहां. बट एज अ मेंटोर you are badly needed because you explain the things, because you discuss with them, you clear out their doubts, you raise the understanding level of the students. And when you are developing their understanding power, you are something. You are an important part of the whole canvas of higher education. Because information is first step, second stage is knowledge, and third stage is wisdom. What we are developing is wisdom. Number of scholars have mentioned that information is the first stage, second stage is knowledge, and third stage is wisdom. Output of education is wisdom. Not only information, not only knowledge, but we have to develop wisdom. This country has created and developed wisdom. उसी वजह से हमारे पास हमारे जो बहुत सारे ऋषि मुनि हो गए, they were the full of wisdom. They were above information. They were having knowledge. And after knowledge, they have developed. So wisdom is important. And through wisdom, we have to create the wiseness of the society. So we are the torchbearers. Don't feel that you are an ordinary creature of the world. No, no, no. We, the teaching community, are the visionary people. Visionary people. We are the philosophers. We are the torchbearers. And we are the path makers of the society. Remember. Feel proud about yourself that you are a teacher, you are a professor, you are a researcher. Feel proud about yourself. Otherwise, what will happen? You will deep and down. Your students cannot take anything out of you. Then waste of money, waste of time, waste of energy, waste of efforts, and at last result will be zero. I have seen number of teachers. They are hardly able to communicate the right things in right manners. So I request you all, so far as the new education policy is concerned, remove this old pattern of teaching, but the basic principles of teaching is badly needed. Remember, even in the new higher education policy, it has been mentioned that everything may be old, but old is not to throw out. Old is gold, and old is gold, you have to keep it, make it, put it, and brand it in a new manner. That is the right way. So brand it. And second thing, you have to be a master of your subject. You may be postgraduate, you may be doctorate. That means you are the authority of your subject. How can we be authority of our subject? At any time, anybody, at the midnight even they tell us, sir, speak on this subject which is related to your area. We must get up and we should share the knowledge, what we are having. That is very important. So, inhale your subject, inhale, and be a master of your subject. If you are not master of your subject, that means you are not pious. You are not responsible teacher. You are not giving 100% of yourself to your subject. आप इतना बताइए मुझे कि आपके पास, आपके घर में, आपके सब्जेक्ट के कितने मैगजीन आते हैं? आपके पास, in your personal collection, in your personal library, how many books of your subject is in your library? Okay, if you are not carrying any library at your home, no problem. But in a week, once in a week, how much time you are devoting to the library? How much time you are referring e-journals, new journals, new research articles of your subject? Because UGC expect from us that minimum 7 hours we have to spend in the library. My dear friends, be honest, have a self-assessment of ourselves, and I wish to give best of you. To give best of you, what is needed? Yoga. What is yoga? Yoga means your determination. Yoga doesn't mean only yoga. No. Yoga is needed. We should do certain exercise and pranayam and everything. But so far as my work is concerned, I should be honest to work hard. With all determinations, I should be perfect as a best faculty member of my institution. Are you best faculty member of your institution? If award is generated in your institution, you will be the first person to get that award. Is it true? Is it possible? Because we, the teaching community, are the knowledge bank. We, the teaching community, are the knowledge bank. And we, being a knowledge bank, we should be on our toes. Because society expects a lot from us. We cannot expect anything from the politicians. We cannot expect anything from the merchants and business community. But we, the teaching community, are responsible. If society's value system is going down, we, the teaching community, are responsible. देश भर में आज बात चल रही है, चारों ओर भ्रष्टाचार चल रहा है। हमने क्या ऐसा पढ़ाई की करवाई, हमने क्या सिखाया इन बच्चों को कि आज जाके ये सब लोग इतना सारा गलत काम कर रहे हैं? क्या पढ़ाया? कितनी सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज है इस देश में, इनमें से कोई यूनिवर्सिटी ने किसी को सही नहीं सिखाया कि ये गलत काम करने पे तुले हैं सारे। We are responsible. School teachers and college teachers are responsible if value system of the society is going down. इसीलिए we need to have, and this is what expectations are in the new education policy. Value-based system should be introduced in your classroom, in your teaching ability, in your teaching power. Talk about those all things which are going wrong in the society. And if we cannot focus on certain area, remember it will be down like anything. कल जाके इस सोसाइटी में हमें रहने के लिए जगह ढूंढनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि हर जगह पे गलत बहुत कुछ चल रहा है। देखिए मेरे डियर फ्रेंड्स, मैं जो बात कर रहा हूं ना, आपको शायद ओल्ड लगेगी, आपको शायद गलत भी लग सकती है कि ये एक ओल्ड ट्रेडिशन का कौन सा आदमी आ गया कि हमें वैल्यू सिस्टम पे सारी बातें कर रहा है। मगर आप समझिए, अगर हम ये बातें नहीं करेंगे तो कौन करेगा? कोई पॉलिटिशियन ये बात कर पाएगा? कोई मर्चेंट ये बात कर पाएगा? कोई मजदूर ये सारी बातें करेगा? वी आर दी प्रेजेंट सोसाइटी ऋषि मुनि है। हम लोग ऋषि मुनि हैं। प्राचीन काल में बड़े बड़े राजाओं के यहां तक्षशिला, नालंदा, वल्लभी, विक्रमशिला से टीचर्स कम्युनिटी को बुलाया जाता था और सोसाइटी के प्रवर्तमान वैल्यू सिस्टम के बारे में उनके राज दरबारों में डिस्कशंस होते थे। ये जरूरी है। मगर if I am not pious, if I am not right person, then what will happen? बात सारी बिगड़ जाएगी। इंफॉर्मेशन लेवल तक ही हम जिंदा रह पाएंगे। तो मेरा कहने का मतलब यह है कि अगर टीचर पायस नहीं रहा, टीचर बिजनेसमैन बन गया, टीचर ट्यूशंस क्लास वाला बन गया, टीचर रेडी रेगुलर जैसा बन गया, तो समझ लीजिए कि हमारे बच्चे हमसे भी नीचे का दर्जा लेंगे और हम कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे। ओके, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी। न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में एक बात की बराबर अहमियत है कि मेथड ऑफ योर टीचिंग, research of your subject and higher education standard should be developed, and with the help of new policy and its implementation, we have to raise number of Oxford University, number of Cambridge University, number of Bristol universities in this country. My institution should be Bristol. My university should be at Oxford. My university should be Cambridge. So, my dear friends, remember it. New education policy expects a lot from us. न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी का पूरा जो डॉक्यूमेंट है हमें पढ़ना चाहिए। हम में से कितने लोगों ने ये न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के प्रियम्बल को पढ़ा है? हमने प्रियम्बल भी नहीं पढ़ा है अभी तक, देखा भी नहीं है। वेबसाइट पे सब कुछ अवेलेबल है और उसके बाद वन बाय वन हर एक पॉइंट को देखना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ सिंडिकेट की जिम्मेवारी नहीं है, ये सेनेट की जिम्मेवारी नहीं है। उससे आगे बढ़कर हर टीचर की जिम्मेवारी है कि वो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को पढ़े और उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हमारे क्लासरूम में, हमारी इंस्टीट्यूशन में हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, ये बाकायदा बहुत जरूरी है। अगर हम ये नहीं कर पाएंगे तो समझ लीजिए कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं। इसीलिए माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, मैं क्या बेस्ट इसमें रहकर, ये जो सिस्टम के बारे में, डोंट कंप्लेन अबाउट द सिस्टम, बिकॉज वी एंड आवर फ्रेंड्स हैव क्रिएटेड दिस सिस्टम। एंड सेकंड थिंग, उसको बुरा लग जाएगा उसकी वजह से हम बोलते नहीं है। वी कीप मम। बालाजी, एम आई राइट? वी कीप मम। क्यों? बिकॉज मेरे दोस्त को गलत लग जाएगा, उसे अच्छा नहीं लगेगा इफ आई रेज सर्टेन क्वेश्चन। देन व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ माई एग्जिस्टेंस इन दिस सिस्टम if I cannot change it, if I cannot do any efforts to change it, then if I cannot raise the hands, then what will happen? Bhavnaven, am I right? Ji. So what I mean to say that we have to change the present scenario so far as the new education policy is concerned, and look at the total bullet points of the new higher education policy. Check it out, where you can implement certain new things in your classroom, in your institution, in your teaching methodology, in your examination system. If we cannot do it, that means हम सिर्फ तनख्वाह से संबंधित है। We are simply drawing salary, that's all. देखिए, तनख्वाह तो मिलती ही रहेगी, पेंशन भी मिलेगा रिटायरमेंट के बाद, मगर सिस्टम में अगर जरा भी बदलाव नहीं आया तो हमें परिवर्तन कहां दिखाई देगा? आई एम सपोज टू चेंज समथिंग, आई एम सपोज टू चेंज। मैं मेरी टीचिंग मेथडोलॉजी को भी बदलने को तैयार नहीं हूं, तो इसका मतलब तो ये हुआ ना कि मैं एक गधा हूं और मेरे ऊपर जो लदा गया है बस उसको ढोते चला हूं मैं। बस ये मेरी और आपकी जिम्मेवारी है, टू चेंज द प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन, एंड आई शुड स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम माई सेल्फ। हमें अपने से ये शुरुआत करनी है कि हम हायर एजुकेशन के पूरे न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के ड्राफ्ट को देखें, उसको समझे और उसके बारे में हम बार बार हमारे कुलीग के साथ डिस्कस करें, चर्चा करें। If we keep on discussing with our colleagues, then and then we can change some new things, new implementation, new methodology. मैंने कई बार देखा है कि पीएचडी की थीसिस 500 पेजेस, 700 पेजेस, 1000 पेजेस की होती है। दो दो तीन तीन वॉल्यूम होते हैं पीएचडी की थीसिस के भी। सब आइंस्टाइन की रिसर्च के इतने पेज होंगे, कभी देखे आप? न्यूटन ने जो रिसर्च किया उसके कितने पेजेस थे? अभी माइक्रो स्टडीज आ चुका है, माइक्रो स्टडीज। और माइक्रो स्टडीज में हमें फोकस, शार्प फोकस होना चाहिए। हम बहुत ब्रॉड थिंकिंग करके, सारा ब्रॉड होता है वो पूरा थीसिस में डालते हैं, और थीसिस का जो आउटपुट होता है ना वो कंफ्यूजन है। हम सीधा न्यूटन और आइंस्टाइन की तरह पिन पॉइंट करके नहीं दिखा सकते, खास करके लिटरेचर वाले, सोशल स्टडीज वाले। साइंस वाले काफी फोकस होते हैं, मगर ह्यूमैनिटीज आर कंसर्न, नंबर ऑफ थीसिस आर ओनली बंचीज ऑफ पेपर्स। इसको रीडिजाइन करना पड़ेगा, इसको रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आपकी थीसिस का हर शब्द बुक फॉर्म में प्रिंट नहीं किया जाता है। अगर इफ यू वांट टू पब्लिश योर थीसिस, योर पब्लिशर विल टेल यू कि सर आपके 500 पेजेस है ना, 250 पेजेस में बना दीजिए, वो कहेगा आपको। तो समझ लीजिए कि एक पब्लिशर भी आपकी थीसिस का इवेल्युएशन कर सकता है। वो आपकी थीसिस को इवेल्युएट कर चुका है, वो देख के कह देता है कि सर ये 500 पेजेस है आपकी थीसिस के, अब 250 पेज में कर दो, और आप रेडी भी हो जाते हैं। आप रेडी भी हो जाएंगे क्योंकि योर बुक इज कमिंग आउट। सो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि यू आर enlarging your focused area. No. Micro study, focusing to the pinpoint, and 2 पेज में आप आपके रिसर्च के आउटपुट बता सकते हैं within 2 pages. I have seen number of theses. Within 2 pages, you can conclude your thesis. My dear friends, remember कि आपकी पीएचडी, जितने भी यहां पीएचडी गाइड मेरे साथ बैठे हैं, उनसे मेरी गुजारिश है कि आप लोग आप लोग थोड़ा सोच समझ के रिसर्च करवाइए अपने स्टूडेंट्स को, सोच समझ के, क्योंकि आप अगर सोच समझ के रिसर्च नहीं करवाएंगे तो आपका स्टूडेंट जब गाइड बनेगा, आपका स्टूडेंट जब गाइड बनेगा तो आपसे डबल वॉल्यूम बनवाएगा वो, क्योंकि उसको कट करना आता ही नहीं, आपने सिखाया ही नहीं. So I request all the PhD guide that focus on certain thing. माइक्रो स्टडीज पे काम होना चाहिए. माइक्रो स्टडीज if you are doing with the micro studies, then and then you will be able to do it. Otherwise, no output, nothing will come out. मैंने ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में रिसेंटली, आई हैड बीन टू ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी, आई हैव विजिटेड देयर लाइब्रेरी. नंबर ऑफ थीसिस आर ओनली 100 पेजेस. 100 पेजेस में पीएचडी की थीसिस. कैन यू बिलीव? एंड at last, what is my research? That is submitted in 2 pages. In 2 pages. That means what Einstein and what Newton has made the research is the matter of 1 or 2 pages. They establish the principles. And that principles is just now surviving around us. So, I request you, my dear friends, that your thesis, your research focusing area should be sharp enough. And if you are sharpened, then your students will understand. And second thing, अभी जो वक्त आया है ना, वो माइक्रो स्टडीज का आ गया है. बहुत बड़ा एरिया मत फोकस कीजिए ना. ट्राइंग टू पिन पॉइंट. सो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी is expecting this kind of research focused on PhD guide. So I request all the researchers, all the PhD guides that take micro studies, not macro. We are always doing macro studies in PhD. No. Now the trend is changed. We need not to go like that. We have to focus on certain area. Second thing, for what we are, for whom we are. Are we for our association? Are we for only our salary? Are we for only our syndicate and senates? No. We are for our students. Are we faithful to our students? Are we focused to our students? Are we concentrating on what we are teaching them? How to teach? What to teach? And very important is, what is my output before my students? We have to understand. We have to try. Our desire, they should always very thankful to us because we are giving our best. If we are not able to give our best to our students, that means we are not faithful to them. Whatever we are today, it is just because of our students. हमारे स्टूडेंट क्लास में से बाहर निकलते वक्त कहने चाहिए कि सर, इफ आई वुड हैव मिस्ड दिस टुडेज लेक्चर, मैंने बहुत कुछ गवाया होता. हमारा हर लेक्चर, every lecture of my sessions should be excellent. It should be a part. अगर मैं इतना नहीं कर पाया तो समझ लीजिए कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं. बड़ी बड़ी रिसर्च की बात हर कोई कर सकता है, मगर हैव यू रीच टू द हार्ट ऑफ योर स्टूडेंट? Have you explained them that tomorrow's sunrise is dependent upon your shoulder? Your family is dependent tomorrow on your shoulder. Your society is fully responsible tomorrow on your shoulder. So how much they should responsible to the family, to the society, to their study program. That realization we should create in my classroom. If I cannot do it, I cannot reach to my students. I cannot reach to their hearts. It is very important because our stakeholders are our students. We may be a big vice chancellor, we may be a big thinker, but for whom we are, we the teacher are for our students. Be faithful to your students. मैंने कई बार देखा है कि क्लास में टीचर्स बहुत कुछ गलत गलत बातें किया करके टाइम पास करते हैं, because they have not read, they have not understood, they are not ready for hard work, and they are not faithful to their profession. So ये चीजें बहुत जरूरी है और मायने रखता है कि if I am not faithful. मैंने कई बार कई सारे वाइस चांसलर्स को क्लासरूम में जाते हुए देखा है. So many best vice chancellors have number of time taken classes in their own university, and if their lectures are mind blowing, because basically they are researchers, basically they are faithful to their students. I will quote one vice chancellor of Gujarat University, Dr. P.C. Vaidya Saab. P.C. Vaidya Saab is a man of mathematics. Being a vice chancellor, he used to take minimum one lecture every day in the classroom. And he is very faithful to the students. He set an example among the teaching community. Umashankar Joshi, the great poet, the great novelist and the poet too, he was the vice chancellor of Rabindranath Tagore's established university, Bharati University. He used to take classes being the vice chancellor. And we, being a teacher of my college or my university, sometimes I skip my classes. We are not allowed to do that things. 4 घंटे हम लोग काम करते हैं, only 4 hours. ये 4 hours में भी मैं मेरा बेस्ट नहीं दे पाऊं, What is the meaning of my existence? What is the importance of my existence being a teacher or a professor or a vice chancellor or a syndicate member? Why I should be? My knowledge always fixed. My knowledge always speaks, and my wisdom should be useful to the society. So, this is the expectations of new education policy from the teaching community. And if teaching community is not faithful to their profession, then we cannot expect from the police wala, we cannot expect from the politicians, we cannot expect from the mazdoor, servants and merchants. We are the torch bearers, remember it. So far as the value system and principles are concerned, we are the torch bearers and we should do it. कोई पॉलिटिशियन भी गलत काम करता हो तो हमारे में ये हिम्मत होनी चाहिए, बीइंग अ टीचिंग कम्युनिटी, कि हम उसे कहें कि यू आर रॉन्ग, यू आर डूइंग नोटोरियस थिंग एंड यू आर डूइंग रॉन्ग, स्टेप डाउन, स्टेप डाउन. In 1974 गुजरात में एक नवनिर्माण आंदोलन हुआ था और उस नवनिर्माण आंदोलन में टीचिंग कम्युनिटी, स्टूडेंट्स एंड द टीचर्स हैव कंपेल्ड द गवर्नमेंट टू स्टेप डाउन बिकॉज दे वर डूइंग रॉन्ग. 3 महीने तक आंदोलन चला, मगर स्टूडेंट्स एंड टीचिंग कम्युनिटी हैव नॉट कॉम्प्रोमाइज, and at last the government have to step down. This is the power of students and teaching community. So हमें अपने आप को अंदर से जगाना है. हम अगर अंदर से जगे हैं तो our wisdom will flourish like anything. ये नहीं हम कर पाए तो समझ लीजिए कि वी आर डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग एंड वी आर नॉट फेथफुल टू अवर सेल्फ ऑल्सो. मैं अपने आप को चीटिंग नहीं कर सकता, मैं अपने आप से चीटिंग नहीं कर सकता. वी मे चीट लॉट ऑफ पीपल बट आई कैन नॉट चीट माई सेल्फ. आई एम आंसरेबल टू माई सेल्फ, आई एम आंसरेबल टू माई गॉड, आई एम आंसरेबल टू माई प्रोफेशन. हर किसी से विनती है मेरी, अपने हृदय पे हाथ रखकर बताइए कि हाउ फार वी आर फेथफुल टू अवर प्रोफेशन. कल्याण पाटिल जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. दिस इज द एक्सपेक्टेशन फ्रॉम टीचिंग कम्युनिटी बाय द न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी. इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं कि वी शुड बी द बेस्ट ऑफ अवर सब्जेक्ट, वी शुड बी द बेस्ट, और उसके लिए जितनी भी मेहनत करनी पड़े करनी चाहिए. मगर हमारे डोमेस्टिक अफेयर्स हमें इतना परेशान करके रखा है कि हमारे डोमेस्टिक एफर्ट्स की वजह से हमारा जो पिन पॉइंट, हमारा फोकस एरिया है वो डीफोकस हो चुका है. हमारे बच्चे परेशान करते हैं, हमारी बीवी या हमारे हस्बैंड परेशान करते हैं, हमारे पड़ोसियों के कुछ काम है, हमारे कुटुंबीजनों के, फैमिली के लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स है, हमारे आसपास में इतने प्रॉब्लम्स हैं कि हम उलझे रहते हैं उसमें. एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी आर नॉट गिविंग अवर बेस्ट टू अवर प्रोफेशन. प्रोफेशन के सिवा बहुत कुछ करते हैं हम, जिसकी तनख्वाह लेते हैं, जिसके वजह से हमारा नाम हुआ है, उसमें हम फेथफुल नहीं है. ये तो नहीं चलेगा ना भैया. It is a matter of introspection. It is a matter of introspection. Ask ourselves. हंसना मत मेरी बात पे. Don't laugh at my point. मगर अपने आप से मैं एक उम्मीद करता हूं कि मैं अपने आप को कतई चीटिंग नहीं करूंगा. और मैं अगर अपने आप से चीटिंग नहीं करता तो मैं मेरे प्रोफेशन को फेथफुल हूं. और प्रोफेशन को फेथफुल रहना हमारी प्राइम रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. मेरा रिसर्च, मेरा रीडिंग, मेरा लाइब्रेरी वर्क, मेरा क्लासरूम टीचिंग एंड द वे आई डिलीवर द गुड्स, द वे आई प्रेजेंट the topics before my student should be excellent. Should be excellent. अगर ये रहा तो मैं मानता हूं कि I am the best teacher of the world. I am the best teacher of the world. मैं खुद अपने आप को कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट कर सकता हूं क्योंकि मैं 100% I devote to my profession. 100% I should devote. अगर ये नहीं कर पाए तो समझ लीजिए कि मैं और भी कोई भी काम करूं ना, सब में मैं हाफ हार्टेड ही होगा. डू इट होल हार्टेडली, डू इट हार्ड होल हार्टेडली. अगर आप आपके प्रोफेशन को फेथफुल रहे, इफ यू आर डिवोटेड योर प्रोफेशन विद द होल हार्टेड, देन you are the best teacher, you are the best father, you are the best husband, you are the best wife, you are the best. In every aspect you will be the best because you want perfection. You intend to be a perfect person. And that perfection will raise your height, will raise your knowledge, and society will be benefited by your thoughts and your wisdom. Wisdom is disappeared. Knowledge is nowhere. We are all simply full of information. That's all. We have become mechanic. Mechanically we are living. Mechanically we are living. We are not unique. We are not something special because हम सब कुछ हाफ हार्टेड ही करना चाहते हैं. डीप थिंकिंग नहीं है हमारे में, क्वेश्चनिंग नहीं है हमारे में, क्वेश्चनिंग नहीं है. वी डोंट यूटिलाइज लॉजिक. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर losing a lot. We are losing a lot. And I wish we should not lose so many things. My dear friends, I have told you so many things and I hope that it is not overdose. But at least somebody should ask himself that where I stand and what I am doing. That question we have to ask everybody. Everybody. Everyone has to ask himself. New education policy is expecting a lot from all of us. Make a change. कल तक आपने जो किया उसमें आज कोई परिवर्तन की गुंजाइश है कि नहीं? कुछ बदलाव आपसे उम्मीद रखता है. Your profession is expecting some new change in your presentation, in your teaching, in your research, in your working method. New change. तुम्हें भी अच्छा लगेगा अगर कुछ नया बदलाव करोगे तो. You can tell tomorrow to somebody that to implement this new education policy, I have raised at least one finger. Right? Dr. Anjali and Gujarat University, thank you very much for inviting me. And really,
Hello.
thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts about the new education policy and what new higher education is expecting from all of us. Thank you very much.